Lanterns low on the garden rail, string light halos on your face, small talk fades into nightingale. Your hand finds mine like second nature, no chase. Laughter drifts from the terrace door, glass clings, rain thinks about falling. You say hide with me, I'm already sure. Every step you take has my name calling. Closer breath on my collarbone, thunder a metronome, hearts keep time. Gold on your shoulders, jasmine in overtones. Everything else goes quiet when your eyes find mine. Shadows learn our names in the afterglow. If there's a rule, we'll bend it. If there's a door, we'll close. Lose the map, keep the moment. Love under lanterns low. Under lanterns soft-spoken creek. Your laugh breaks me clean in two. Buttons whisper skin and heat. Every maybe later turning into now with you. Somewhere a toast and a violin, somewhere our friends keep dancing. Here it's a storm rolling under my skin. Every kiss a brightly lit answer. Close, a name on my lightning in fingertips, don't let go. Hush of the garden, north to south. All I know is all I want is you this close. Under lanterns low, we let the whole world go. Shadows learn our names in the afterglow. If there's a rule, we'll bend it. If there's a door, we'll close. Lose the map, keep the moment. Love under lanterns low. Under lanterns low. If morning asks what we were thinking, say we followed every spark. Two silhouettes steady as breathing, riding our names in the dark. Under lanterns low, we let the whole world go. Shadows learn our names in the afterglow. If there's a rule, we'll bend it. If there's a door, we'll close. Lose the map, keep the moment. Love under lanterns low. Under lanterns low. Oh, hearts high. Oh, kiss me slow. Don't say goodbye. Oh, lanterns low. Hearts high. Kiss me slow. Don't say goodbye. Mm.
I really like that song. Hey, Jay.
I'm gonna need a link to that song so I can listen to it again and again. I don't know why. You were like, I made a new song about the book we're writing. I was like, oh yeah, the songs are good. Totally like changed my mood. That is to quote the audience, Robert Robbie Walker, that is a banger.
It's a banger. We just finished writing the scene at the end of our last session where they're in the gazebo after the cocktail party for her sister's wedding. So that's what that song is about.
It's like you're watching the movie and
I
you're
know.
like,
I was like, oh my gosh. What? They said they added Suno Radio. Did you see that? I have not.
no.
Music just does change the mood. I agree, Susan Gable. I agree. And that's what we've been talking about all weekend. I know you had a weekend from hell.
It's been a
Jay was
rough
supposed to
one.
be with us, and then he had a flat tire, a server go down. Oh no! Do you have a third thing?
No, I mean the flat tire is also on an electric car, which was running out of charge. So there was a trying to find a charging station, and went to 3 before I figured it out.
Okay, well, hopefully you've had your 3.
Hopefully,
No
yeah.
more, no
I'll
more
knock
bad
on,
stuff.
I'll knock on some wood.
Now you look like you're back where you are. I thought you guys were in an Airbnb all this month, or
We are, but the Airbnb is getting crowded. More of the plot drive team is coming down. So I decided rather than sleep on the floor, I would commute.
yeah. Rebecca says Suno is a shiny object. I must not go look at it. Resist. Okay. Here's the deal about Suno. You guys, I whipped that song up in like 10 minutes. Once you learn Suno, you can just do it. And basically, I just make 6 or 7 songs and then I listen to it. I literally play producer, like I told Ikello last session. I listen. If something doesn't get me, I go to the next one. The next one. That song, I had to listen to it twice before it actually caught me. And I was like, oh, nope, that's the jam. That could be the movie soundtrack. So
What do you use to write the songs?
I use ChatGPT.
Yeah, me too.
But I'll tell them the emotional things. I'll change the lyrics, etc. The song from this morning was really like one of my favorites I've done this weekend. But there's been so many good ones. There's been One Beer, One Bourbon. That one is a lot of fun. So the whole story that we're working on, Jay, is it's a Sydney Marsh book. So it's an insta love, kind of like we talked about Rainstorms and Rum on the Phone, but this one's called Bridesmaids and Bourbon. So she's at her sister's wedding at this like resort, and they're really like new rich and stuff like that. So it's lots of money, and she's like the controller, the accountant. She does all the spreadsheets. She's the older sister that was born out of wedlock, and they get a last minute because the sorority sister wants to be the real maid of honor, even though Taylor is. So she organizes this pub crawl, and on the pub crawl, Brianna puts Taylor on the wrong shuttle bus to a completely different resort than where they're supposed to go. So she ends up 60 miles in the middle of nowhere at a place called Carter Creek. And of course it thunderstorms and the bridge is out. So she's stuck with Bo Carter, 4th generation distiller, 60 miles from where she's supposed to be.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What year does this take place?
2025.
Okay.
It was hard. Okay. We had to have her cell phone be dead.
Right. That's what my mind was like.
Her battery was low. And then there's a thing that women do when they go out. Okay. Oh, we got a Kello. There's a thing that women do when we go out in a group. Hey, Kello.
How you doing?
Good. You missed a banger of a song.
Oh,
It was our favorite.
did you come up with a new one?
I did. But
play it again.
No.
it's 4 minutes long. We're not going to play it again.
Play it 3 times. We'll be back in 15
We'll
minutes.
play it at the end.
So
yeah, we've got 38 people in the room, so make sure you like the video. If you like that song, if it was a banger, make sure you like it.
If it was a banger. I love it.
At any rate, Jay, you've gone out with like a group of women. Have you ever noticed that they'll put all their wallets and stuff into one big bag to go dancing? Whoever's got the biggest purse
my mind
carries
just
all.
flashed back to New Orleans, going out with like you, Steph, Stacy, to that dueling piano bar, and all I remember is just drinks everywhere. I have no recollection of like one bag or whatever. I just knew y'all kept the drinks flowing. You kept the people entertained.
Okay. Well, Robbie liked it. He said she's not lying. It was awesome. My ladies in the house, please help these gentlemen out. Apparently they do not go party with us enough.
Whoa,
you know.
I'm like,
You know.
I'm like, I'm I'm an old man. I've been hanging around with groups of ladies for a long, long time, longer than his butt.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Purse, the shoes go in. The shoes that are uncomfortable go in the middle, and we dance in a circle around.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know that one. And then what this one's called, Lantern's Law. Lanterns
Low.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch the replay or something. Okay, so what are y'all doing right now?
Well,
we're just
Jay,
basking in the afterglow of that song.
yeah.
How did the end of your session go?
It went great. We got to chapter 15.
Oh,
38,000 words in 8.25 hours.
That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Do as we say and do, everybody. You could see that she is banging this sucker out in less than 2 days worth of full-time work.
Yeah, and Plot Drive has really helped because Plot Drive, I was able to do that second after we played with the Claude Kit Bash tool.
Mm-hmm.
I basically got to Kit Bash one time to show everyone, and then I had to leave it alone. I disappointed Antonio. He was like, "Why are you not using the new tool?" And I was like, "Because I just changed the whole outline. I don't have material to Kit Bash anymore."
I know.
I made the rest of the story obsolete. For this story, Jay, I ran it 3 different ways inside of your first draft. So the first draft of it, I had it in Gemini, Ion, and Claude. So I was taking bits from each chapter of the 3 versions that I like and Kit Bashing them together like one does.
Oh, cool.
So my Plot Drive project is a masterpiece, if you ask me. Everything is nice and orderly, like each folder. We got to talk though about import, always putting it up at the top. It needs to like import into the bottom folder, please.
Okay, like maybe a way to select where it goes.
Or yeah, that's even better. Like if I'm in that folder, it should go in there.
You could just tell co-writer, "Hey, move this."
Yeah, I didn't want to wait for it. I just moved them.
Yeah, okay.
Wow,
So,
look at your
you went
background.
the old-fashioned way, the manual way.
I'm loving these backgrounds that you have.
Yeah, I changed them to go with the songs. That's that's the gazebo that they had sex in the last scene.
Hey, hello.
Yes. Hello.
Hello. All right, so
I hear you, Mel. Mel needs project sorting like whoa. It's a oft-requested feature that we will add.
It is good to see you here, Jay.
Likewise.
Yeah, where were you last night, party animal?
Oh, well, last night. I mean, last night.
Last night,
I was at a friend's. I was at a friend's. Okay, you'll appreciate this. I was at a friend's. I made it to a friend's 45th birthday. He's a actor, writer, comedian, and he's got a lot of really funny comedian friends. And so he hosted stand-up, and during they were all really funny. And during one of the sets, one of the women was like, okay, some audience participation. And she looks at me and she's like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Jay." And she's like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "New York." And she's like, okay. What race would you completely annihilate from this planet? And I'm like,
oh, what did you poor white boy say?
So I'm like, "That's a great question." And then just stop there. And then she's like looking at me, and I'm like looking at her, and she's like, "You gonna leave me hanging?" And then so I thought quickly, and I gotta give props maybe to Elizabeth for exposing me to this, but I was like, what race would I
Totally
annihilate
off the face of the planet?
And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, F1 Monaco.
Good one.
Yeah.
That way you didn't say anything about anybody. I love that. And Elizabeth, he was scrambling because he didn't want to be the guy that says, no more indigenous little island people from the South Caribbean.
Well, what F1 race do you eliminate if you could eliminate?
I'll tell you what race I eliminate. All the marathons. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, the ones that take like 24 hours, or the Le Mans and stuff like that.
Le Mans alone. What is wrong? You know what? You drove an electric car that you pop the tire on. And I don't know what you drive, Kello, but appreciate. Why am I the only one here who appreciates cars and motorsport on this podcast?
No, I'm asking you. You were the one talking about the 24-hour thing. Well, you were talking about the long races. Isn't Le Mans like a 2-day race?
Yeah, there's actually a couple of endurance. There's like a whole endurance series.
Baja,
so
right?
24 hours of Daytona. There's Le Mans, and then there's a third one as well.
I think there's a Baja race too, or something like that. Shoot. Anyway, hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Future Fiction Academy.
Great plot bunnies in the chat about the whole wallet thing.
About the what?
The whole wallet thing. Lynn Jordan said, "Wealthy girls leave stuff with their bodyguard." New plot idea, and I was like, yes. Ooh, Rachel says, once you ride in a Ferrari, you can't go back to a Honda.
Oh, dear. Rachel.
Yeah.
Rachel. Well. I'm sorry. I'm like, Ferrari? I mean, I thought you had to be in a special club to even get a Ferrari. Like regular rich people, they have Lamborghinis. Like the truly rich people, they have Ferraris.
I thought it's the other way around. Lamborghinis, they don't make as many.
Nope, common.
Oh.
Lamborghinis are common as crap compared to Ferrari. It's hard to get into the Ferrari.
Rachel says she's a member.
Oh, Rachel. So.
And she's also been in a Lambo too. Okay,
so
I
be in a Ferrari.
I will confess that I do not have street cred with like high-end cars. My boyfriend in high school had a 3000 GT.
I've had busted and used cars all my life, except for one time I got a Plymouth Horizon. It was a brand spanking new, like, little mini car, but that's about as chic as I get with my cars.
I will say, when I met my husband, he had a black on black Mustang convertible. Yeah, so that one I enjoyed very much, and I think I drove it more than he did because he had it the years that he was out to sea all the time. So late at night, I'd pop the top and be blaring Muse and driving down the beach and all of that. So I think I enjoyed that car more than he did. But
yeah, because he was away, right?
He was away. Yep. He was away.
So she.
Played. Lynn said she started dating her ex because he had an MGB.
Oh, was it Forest Green? Because
What's an MGB?
It's a little British car. It's a little British sports car.
And April says, my favorite car ever was my red MR2. I really want a little Mini Cooper. So my first car was a 5-speed. And then I've had a 5-speeds a couple of times. And I like 5-speeds because, number one, it helps me not be distracted when I'm driving, to have stuff to do. Yeah. Yeah. I like that too.
You know what my biggest pet peeve when I'm watching The Amazing Race is when they go to a country and it's a drive themselves one, and it's a stick, and nobody seems to know how to drive a stick anymore. And I'm just like, wait a minute, y'all all are like under 40. You're 40 and under.
They really need. No, it's really, you have to like special order them now. You can't just get a car that is a 5-speed.
Shoot, that used to be the default for cheap cars with no transmission. You were the transmission.
Yep.
I am here temporarily, ladies and gentlemen, because frankly, Elizabeth has some work she has to get done.
I do.
So that's fair warning for you too, Jay. You can't just hang around.
10 chapters to do, Jay.
Yeah. You can't just hang around and be all cute with your bald head and everything.
I mean, I got no life, nothing better to do.
What happened to?
What?
We not still dating? Not us dating.
No, the dating's going well. I'm just joking.
It's just a set.
I have no life tonight.
Got it.
No life tonight.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, then I'm going to do what I do because I'm here. And ladies and gentlemen, as I've said so many times this weekend, this thing you are watching right now is brought to you by the Future Fiction Academy. Now, if you would love to get into the thing that is called the mastermind, that mastermind is full of authors of all ilk, millionaires, all the way down to people who are just starting. And the gateway into that mastermind is our July Accelerator. Our July Accelerator is $249 a month, which gets you, hey, guess who's here? Jay, plot drive for, and also you get access to your first draft. Plot Drive is, as you've seen, a amazing tool to get it done with AI and putting APIs in and all that stuff, which is a good reason to get into the accelerator if you don't know how to use APIs and you don't know what a kit bash is, or you don't know anything, any of that other stuff. You can definitely benefit from Plot Drive, but you can benefit really a lot from your first draft.ai because you'll get 1 free credit every month. And you've seen what she's been doing with your first draft in this thing. It's been amazing. It's been blowing my mind. As a matter of fact, I've seen Fantastic Four today, so I'm going to use it. It's been fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do is click the links below and get your hands on some of the best software out there, some of the best training out there. And if you want to take your publishing business to the next level, we have a big monster course called the Publishing Summit, brought to you by Bad Evan himself. He is a $1 million author. He is 7 figures all day long, multiple 7 figures. And he's able to put a 6-figure net, not even net, 6-figure profit. He has a 6-figure profit.
He has multiple years of 6 figures of profit. So he has multiple publishing companies and he's building one from scratch, from the ground up. So this is not a situation of someone being like, hey, I'm going to go pull up this newsletter list I've had or whatever, or let me just trade on this name that I already built up. He's actually starting from ground zero. So it's a really great opportunity for people to learn that from someone who has been monstrously successful.
26 weeks, y'all. 26 weeks of Sundays of you getting elbow deep into building your own publishing business. 5 pen names are going to sprout from this man, and he's going to make you sprout 5 too. So there's like 30 people in the summit right now, and that's like what I can 5 times 30. A lot. Like 150 pen names are going to sprout from this thing right in front of you. So get over there.
And each pen name is going to write 50 books.
Oh, each pen name's going to write as many books as he can make you. He can get you to write. You have to be a self-starter, and you have to be a person that really wants to do this. And to be quite honest with you, it'd be really cool if you kind of knew some stuff ahead of time, had some stuff ahead of time. But not everybody, not everybody can afford this. So don't just go out there and break your brain and break your pocketbook to do it. But if you do think you can afford it, we also have Klarna. You can do payments inside of Klarna too. All right, Elizabeth, I'm going to feed my animals and then walk my animal because she's and take her to the park because she's giving me the pouty face. But otherwise, it was good to see you, Jay.
Great to see you too.
It's good to see you, Elizabeth.
We saw each other. Yes. Again.
Oh, all right. And
I'm sorry.
She's incredibly impatient when I do these things. She thinks that we should just move on.
my brain is in calculator mode. And so when you said it's nice to see you, Elizabeth, I'm like, we already saw each other today. It was earlier. I
was saying goodbye. All right, everyone.
I recommend my last words to you are I recommend you listen to the hit bop Lanterns Low.
Lanterns Low.
I'm gonna go and watch the replay right. I'm gonna literally go and turn on my TV and watch the replay right now and see what. Yeah, I can't wait. Did you hear the one from? You haven't heard the one from this morning. What? Oh,
listen
all
to
right,
that
everyone.
later.
It's so nice to see you all. And Elizabeth, I guess I'll see you when I get back from Las Vegas. Because I'm going to Vegas for my my sister's 50th birthday. So I will see you when I get back. I might even do a live while I'm there, which I probably will because I like you people. I like you.
Okay. Have
fun
in Vegas.
All right. See you. Bye.
Bye. So Jay, you have been onboarding people left and right for the new Plot Drive, right?
Yes.
How are people liking the new co-writer? Has he gotten stronger?
He's getting stronger. He's got some eccentricities that we're lobotomizing. I think people really like talking to an agent that feels like a developmental editor. So they really like having that alongside the documents and the organization to, sort of be like, oh, well, like I'm thinking about this. What do you think? And it is able to understand the breadth of their documents and the story, and it can give them feedback. And then they really like it's sort of, I'll call it ghostwriting or personal assistant capabilities, where it can just be like, oh yeah, that's good. Flip it to agent mode, put that in a document, and it can just go right into the document.
So, does it go based off of your token still, or is it now hooked up to my API key if I have a selection for it?
It uses plot drive credits to run it, but if it's creating content in the documents, it will run on your API keys.
Okay, well, I have something I need to do, a task really fast. I need to check the 15 chapters that I've run so far because we've been really like fast and loose with it. And I'm going to ask it if there's any plot holes with it. So
let's try it.
Like sound game. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen.
I think people who are onboarding, I think it's interesting because people who are coming into Plot Drive now, co-writer is like their first experience, this sort of agent you can just talk to. And as a result of that, I think like the way new writers are starting to learn Plot Drive is different than the way we all learned to use Plot Drive when we were building it with only buttons, right? And so it's going to be really interesting to see that balance, because there's some spots where buttons are just way faster, way more precise. You want to use buttons. And then there's other spots where you might want to pop up co-writer.
So I have my project right here. I shared the link to the notes for everybody. This has been a long 3 days.
Too low. I'm gonna work on.
I'm sorry.
Getting comment. My voice is too low. Maybe my mic.
Yeah, I had turned you up, but then you were like screaming. So
could be my mic settings. I'll look into that while you.
I made you louder, and I turned off the automatically adjust. So yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So I think you can see my screen here, and I do have to say, I think this is a thing of beauty. This is Bridesmaids and Bourbon, and you can see I have a note to myself at the top for things to fix later. I have an evaluation folder, a final folder, B&B Gemini, B&B Claude, B&B Ion. So I'm going to be working in the final B&B, and then also in evaluation, I have the original story dossier on, but I did take out the outline from that. So, but it's got the characterization. And then we have our story dossier too. So I'm going to call it co-writer, and I'm going to click start a new chat. And I'm going to say, looking at the documents I have, you can see that, right?
Yeah.
I need a quick editorial. I need a quick developmental edit check on the first 15 chapters of final B&B. Stands for Bridesmaids and Bourbon. Specifically looking for repetition, timeline issues, character issues, and plot that makes sense. All right, so I'm just going to do that into co-writer and see what it comes up with. So it's going to help me look at that. So it's going to, let me start by examining your project structure to see which documents you have. Perfect. It can understand right away. I can see you've been working with different AI versions. So it understood that just from the names of those folders, which is great. And kept bashing them together, which is smart. So it's reading the story dossier, redundant scenes, timeline issues. So let me begin with the story dossier to get acquainted. Let me get to the second chunk to complete the story context. Excellent. Now I have a solid understanding. So it's Thursday night to Sunday evening. It's got the things. It's got the arc. I'm going to read through. No. It should only be looking. Okay, so that is what it's called. Got it. Chapter 2, MD Claude. Okay, so it's only reading the stuff in the final B&B chapter, which is great. Oh, and it put the developmental edit response. It made a folder for it for chapters 1 through 15. So it created it. And it's adding content. Oh no, it's writing stuff and I had Ion selected. That's my bad. We're going to find out if Ion can do a developmental edit.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Oops.
Yeah, it's an interesting opportunity to like make that more clear in the UI too in some way. Like if it gave you a a nudge to remind you that you
Right
have
before it's going to create content.
yeah, because it's not obvious that the add content tool is pulling from your API key. So
Not at all. I'm afraid if I
interested to
click
see what
on
it
it, I'm going
says.
to mess it up. So I'm not going to click on the document that it's
Oh
making.
no, it'll be fine because you can actually watch it stream in if you click on the document.
Oh. Well. Okay. It said plot coherence needs attention. Did it put all this here? Well, goodness gravy.
Looks interesting. The big question.
I feel so sad. Oh my gosh. I'm going to thumbs it up, but I'm very, very sad at myself now.
Because it pointed out inconsistencies or because it just hallucinated a ton of stuff?
No, it probably was accurate. So it's Ion, even though the bottom of the chat says Claude. So basically they have to use Claude for the functionality of the co-writer doing the work, so that because only certain models can call tools and be logical and like be an agent where it comes to like coding help, basically. Because on the back end, when it's making a document and stuff like that, it's just executing code, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have any other way to make a document or anything.
It needs a brain. The model selector in the co-writer chat. It's like the agent needs a brain to be able to think about what you want to do, interpret that, and then decide. It's got all these different tools. Decide, okay, like this is the best thing to do in terms of the tools I have to help the writer. But then when it decides, okay, I need to write, the writer wants me to write, then it will go to your document processing model. So the model selected at the top. I think we can make that more clear in the interface though over time.
So I'm going to use another tool that I love in Plot Drive. I'm going to use the highlighter tool. So I'm going to use green. And I'm going to go through this and start highlighting things that I want to remind myself. So special tag that indicates I've read my thought process. Ion has some interesting thought process stuff. It definitely likes the arrows. So it's got some issues. It noticed several repetitive elements that could frustrate readers. Taylor's internal monologue about Brianna's jealousy. 1357. Bo's physical descriptions reappearing almost verbatim 3 times in chapters 6 through 9. Ouch. Constant rehashing of the stranded situation. Repeated mentions of bourbon tasting notes that don't advance the plot. Chapter 5 has Taylor thinking, Brianna always wanted what I had, for the 4th time. Chapter 8 describes Bo's calloused hands that somehow felt gentle, nearly identical to Chapter 6. Owies. It just called that out, didn't it? So let's check this. Let's see if it's right. 4th time, wanted what I had. Brianna thinking Brianna what I had in Chapter 5 for the 4th time. Isn't there like now a find?
Yeah, yeah, you just had it.
Under more?
Yeah, the magnifying glass thing.
Okay. How, if I use this, what is it going to look for?
It's a good question.
Okay. Brianna always wanted what I had. We'll look for what I had. Oh, it can only look in this document. Okay, so it can't look across multiple documents.
Yep, I guess not.
So chapter 5, we're in chapter 5, and we will do this, and we'll say wanted what I had. We'll just look up Brianna's name in this. And then I'll move this out of the way. Saccharin's poison. The next Brianna. What? It's lying. It is not there 5 times that Brianna wanted what I had.
Is it possible that it means 5 times across the first like 5 chapters?
It says chapter 5 has Taylor thinking Brianna always wanted what I had for the 4th time. Okay, so let's look at calloused hands, chapter 8 and chapter 6. So we're going to be in chapter 6. I'm going to control find. I'm going to just use my regular control find. Calloused. There is no calloused hands. And then I'll check number 8. Okay. I'm going to go with Ion can't do a developmental edit. That's what I'm going to go with.
It'll be interesting if you like change it to something like a stronger model and then ask the model, read the developmental edit report and read my final B&B folder and call bullshit on everything in the developmental edit report.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like this. We'll work on that. Mannequin perfect blonde hair mentioned in 7 of 15 chapters. It is not. The only thing I can, you know what? I bet it's looking at the other chapters. Maybe.
I don't think so because it'll show record of like what it read. And I think, I mean, I don't recall it reading anything but the documents you mentioned. It's possible it hallucinated everything though. Like certainly possible with I've never used Ion. What is Ion good
either.
for?
Oh, it writes great sex.
Okay, got it.
5:45 in May, but their confrontation tour of the grounds ends with the sun fully risen at 6:15 a.m. Impossible for described activities. No, you're okay. Emily spends 90 minutes complaining to Taylor about centerpieces when wedding is T-minus 18 hours. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go with I will do this more in depth because this is not something I can do without reading and finding things. So I'm going to go with we're not very helpful. We're just going to delete that and pretend that didn't happen. Now I'm going to try not using co-writer this time. I know. I'm sorry. I love your co-writer, but
no, it's fine. I mean,
I don't need it is the thing.
Yeah, you can make a button.
Yeah, I actually usually I just write the prompt and I do a go.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do developmental edit and I'm going to change my model to something that is intelligent. Let's go. I like Google a lot for this exercise, actually. Gemini 0.5, 0.8, 0.8. And we'll give it a bigger context window so it can actually do that. Read the above. Oh, I can get that prompt from co-writer, can't I? Ha 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 ha. Let's see how Google works on this. I'm just using the same prompt, looking at the documents above because I made Go. I know the documents are above. I need a quick developmental edit check on the first 15 chapters of Final B&B, looking specifically for repetition, timeline issues, character issues, and plot that makes sense. Go gadget. Now, if this thing says I said the same thing 5 times, I'm going to lose my mind.
I think this will be pretty accurate.
Yeah, I think Ion really, I mean, I'm kind of mixed on it because I do know that there's problems. And that's what Lynn says. I think it's looking at 3 versions of each chapter. I think co-writer was, yeah. Gemini won't lie to you. Oh, yes, it will. Oh my gosh, she's breaking things. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay. Thank you, Gemini. Thank you. Thank you. This is a very strong start to a contemporary romance. Ta-da! The voice of the heroine Taylor is sharp, witty, and consistent. The central conflict is clear, the stakes are well defined, and the world of Carter Creek is a compelling, sensory-rich environment that readers will want to inhabit. The romantic chemistry between Taylor and Beau is excellent. The following notes are intended to tighten the narrative, resolve minor inconsistencies, and ensure the foundation for the latter half of the story is rock solid. Recurring motifs, number of girls, which is a strength. There's a few areas where the reputation could be streamlined. The welcome wagon at Carter Creek, 4-6. Chapters 4-6, Taylor's greeted and given exposition by Beau, Aunt Ruth, Loretta, and Gus. While each character is distinct, the rapid-fire introductions and explanations of the situation can feel slightly repetitive. Consider combining some of these initial interactions. For example, could Aunt Ruth be present when Taylor first arrives, immediately establishing the family dynamic? This would make her later kindness at the farmhouse feel more established. I'll think about it. Probably not. This is effective for Grumpy. Ensure that descriptions evolve. You already started doing this well by showing his passion in the workhouse and his humor with the patina comment. Continue to layer in more nuance. So there's nothing wrong. You just said I'm doing a good job. This was the most critical one. This is a significant contradiction between the events of the chapters and the updated timeline. 11 and 12, the bridge is reported to be clearing on Friday afternoon. Beau offers to drive Taylor back, but they leave for Bluegrass Estates on what appears to be Friday. Yeah.
How could you mess that up?
Yeah, I'll fix it. It is supposed to be Saturday, so it's probably just a random Friday that's in there. It allows for the cocktail hour power plays, Chapter 14, and Sutton Inquisition, Chapter 16, to happen on Saturday evening, leading into the bridesmaid brunch and Sunday morning, which is the perfect setup for the story's climax. So I just have to adjust it, modify the phone call. Instead of the bridge being cleared, the update should be creek is receding, but debris is heavy. The road won't be passable until sometime tomorrow. That is a Friday night scene, so I'll have to fix it later.
Is that the scene when Lanterns Low plays?
Lanterns Low is actually Chapter 15.
Okay.
The existing text handled this well by having him look exhausted and state, means you're my problem. To strengthen it further, you could add a brief internal thought acknowledging the risk. Okay, cute fling moment. The outline for Chapter 17 details the dark night of the soul. The setup for this in the preceding chapters need to be solid, showing the pressure. Well, now you're worried about something I haven't even done yet. Okay. People, this is why you should read your book.
Sounds like a toxic ex.
Improvement, continue to follow. Okay, we're just going to say yes and leave it alone, and we'll just move this up here. And we're just going to go on to writing. We're just going to write Chapter 16 now. So I've got the story dossier 2 at the bottom. That's the one that has the updated outline. Chapter 16 is the Sutton Inquisition. So I'll do a new document, and this will be Chapter 16. And which model should we use? I think Ion's been doing good, but let's go ahead and give Google Gemini Pro a chance to write this, because I find Google Gemini Pro is very hilarious. Hey, write Chapter 16 following the story dossier 2 above and matching the style and comedy of the rest of the story. Impress me as a reader. Make the characters come alive. Write at least 3,000 words. Try to use phrases and words that are fresh for the characters and not a rehash of previous interactions. Ah, that's a good new one. Because I find that that's what often happens with AI. I don't know about you, Jay. I'm going to go ahead and click go while this is cooking. We can chit chat. I find that AI, when it is when you're later on in the book and you ask it to write the next chapter, it sometimes just like keeps repeating.
Yeah, for sure.
Dialogue and description and all that. So we're trying this new prompt here.
I like that.
Fresh for the characters and not a rehash of previous interactions. Yeah, Susan says it repeats stuff. Claude is the worst offender for that, in my opinion. Yep.
I hate how Claude, when you correct it, just tells you you're right every time. When you correct Claude, it's like you're absolutely right. I hate that.
You're absolutely right.
I wish it would try to gaslight me.
I think that would be a problem, Jay. I think that would be one of the steps on the many steps to Terminators.
Yeah, probably. Still, though, it would be fun to contend with for like a couple weeks before they fixed it. So then we could, sort of reminisce about the times. Oh, here we go.
Oh boy. Would you not pick it up from where? It's the official sport of the Sutton Caldwell reunion. It's more of a sad beige. No, it was supposed to be the fireworks. They're khaki. It looks like we're welcoming everyone to a safari, not a wedding. Ronaldo, Taylor Ramsey. The ribbon color is off. Yes, I know the proof was approved. Look at the purchase order. Addendum A. If the thread isn't metallic, it's a breach of contract. No. Okay. So much for the dust settling. Welcome to the main event, the Sutton Inquisition. Less a hotel room and more a sterile, cream-colored consulate from a country where taste was aggressively expensive and joy was strictly forbidden. Rorschach tests. And we have ozone. Drink. It smells of ozone.
Is that this book or is that just Geminiism?
Ozone's the new thing. Ozone's the new thing. It always smells of ozone. Everything smells of ozone, which, to be fair, is accurate. However,
Yeah.
Mr. Carter, rustic environment. Did you have running water? We manage, ma'am. The distillery has its own spring-fed aquifer, and the plumbing is surprisingly robust for a place built in the 1800s. An aquifer. And your people. Your people. Oh my gosh. Sorry. If you have had a snobby relative your people, are they all from the area? It was a delicate jewel-encrusted weapon. Gus Templeton, our foreman, his grandfather helped my great-grandfather raise the first rick house. Generations. That's so authentic. Why is Brianna there? She is not a family member. What's your 5-year? What? This does not make sense at all. Nope. We're thumbsing it down. Okay. You need to come up with a compelling topic beyond stuff we have rehashed. There needs to be conflict. Let's see what the dossier 2 said about this scene. Bluegrass, family suite, various private corners. Late evening family meeting about tomorrow's logistics. Richard grills Beau about business sustainability. Catherine's pointed questions about the background and people. Pre-wedding anxieties. No Brianna. Take Brianna out. She is not family. I'll just change it here. Of the wedding. Should be a rehash of everything Taylor missed. Briefly. And everything about tomorrow. Richard grills Beau. That's later. So I'm going to Control X that. Okay. At some point, Richard encourages Beau to break off with him while Taylor is caught up on wedding stuff and the wrong color ribbons. You can only hear bits of conversation. This should not be a rehash of chapter 15, but oh, I know what would insult him. Richard trying to write Beau a check for Taylor's expenses, right? That would tell me in the chat. Okay, Jay, you don't know the story. Okay, so she's been at his estate and all of that, so they weren't really concerned. I mean, they kind of suck as a family. He already insulted him at the cocktail hour where he was like, "What's your business plan?" or da 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 da, and Beau was already like, "Some things are more important, tradition and the angels share and all that, you know, bourbon, woohoo." So then I had to think of like, what's the next level insult that would cause problems? And the only thing I could think of is, you know, the dad trying to write him a check for Taylor's expenses, the costs of how to.
It's so like
if you were digging this girl and now her father's trying to write you a check for, like, would that insult you?
If it was like, what's the implication under the surface that like you're not going to succeed?
Yeah, you're not going to be with my daughter, and we don't need you at the wedding. So,
it's like a check.
Lila says
like,
yes.
It's a check to get him to go away.
Oh, yeah. They like it. Be a +1. He should describe his daughter as flighty.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Never happened to me.
No. Yeah, this is good. Dad attempts to recruit Beau for his portfolio company. No. Reject Beau. It's not really a comedy moment. It's more of like a ugh. Okay, and then we have the bridesmaid brunch set up the next night. I think it's okay that they're not going to bed, but I feel like there should be a after. The scene ends with a cute bedtime. No sex, as they just did that at the gazebo. And instead, Beau is romantic and helps Taylor get everything sorted for tomorrow.
Could she walk in on Beau smoking a cigarette? And the
Why?
cigarette, because the cigarette is the check rolled up?
No.
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 Well, that's why you have AI.
Taylor asks Beau about what her father tried to do, and Beau tells her not to worry about it. Oh, and that's the other thing. Implying he's a little old for Taylor. Because they have like a 10-year gap. They have a 10-year age gap.
How old are they?
She's 27 and he's 38.
Got it.
But I mean, this is a dad. My dad has ridiculous ideas about who I should date, and I'm not even dating. So, okay, so we have that. Mint and julep manipulation, the bridesmaid, all of this about vacation sings, and then Carter Creek early in the morning. Yeah, because he's going to do that because he comes back with Gus Templeton delivering miniature charred oak flavored barrels. So, and he's going to overhear the connection thing. So there we go. Yes. Taylor self-sabotage. Piper Smith. I think we're good here. Yeah. All good. All right, here we go. Let's go get these written. Go. Since I've updated the outline, it should be okay. Huh?
Let's see what happens.
Yep. Go check the chat here. Yeah, Southern Dad does pay for taking care of his little girl, etc. We'll see how dramatic it is. I really like Ion, though. Ion is really a great writer.
Where did you find it?
In a back alley. No, I found it in Open Router. We took over their Discord. Like, all of us joined. There were like 5 people in their Discord, and then like 30 of us joined, and they didn't even have a channel set up. And we're like, hey, we need channels. We need to talk to you about your prompting. Put your temperature down. Like, we may have overwhelmed them a little bit.
When was that?
Last week.
Oh, wow.
So, it's a not safe for work model that has a context window of 134,000 words, but it's also a thinking model. So it can actually choreograph the sex scene and write a really good sex scene or violence scene or anything of that nature. The downside of it is that it's almost like an overfit fine tune. One of the things about working with fine tunes, you get to see that. And you have to bring the temperature low, and whatever you tell it, it's going to take it to the nth degree. Okay, I think we've got a better thing here. We're starting at the presidential suite because, of course, that's what they would say. That's where they would say.
That last sentence of the first paragraph is crazy.
A cryogenic chamber.
Plunged back into a cryogenic chamber. Does that mean she's been cryogenically frozen before?
This is not Ion. This is Google. A vampire. Small of my back. Taylor, darling, and Bo. So good of you to join us. We were just having a small family chat about tomorrow's particulars. Sighed Emily, a clear invitation for me and a painted exclusion for him. Bo is my +1, Catherine. That makes him part of the particulars. Gauntlet was thrown. Yes. Emily looked from me to Catherine, her eyes wide. I've got this. He stepped forward, his boots silent on the plush Aubusson rug. He didn't wait to be offered a seat. He simply moved to one of the high-backed armchairs opposite the sofa, settling into it with an unhurried grace that claimed the space as his own. Happy to help with any particulars, Mrs. Sutton. Taylor's mentioned the logistics are complex. How kind of you to offer, though I'm not sure our world of seating charts and floral arrangements will be of much interest. Tell us, Bo, your family, the Carters. They've been in Carter Creek for some time, I gather. How wonderfully stationary. Since 1875. Needs a solid foundation. Point to Carter. Family business, commendable, but challenging in this market. Bernard Richard, they're swallowing up the craft distilleries. It's a volume game now. Hard for a small batch operation. It wasn't a question, it was a dismissal. Okay? Dad, Mom, please, can we not? Bo saved Taylor's life practically. We should be thanking him, not interrogating him about his quarterly reports. And now Marisol says the calligrapher used the wrong ink on the place cards. It's champagne gold instead of antique gold, and the shades are going to clash with the charger plates. And what if it rains tomorrow? The pictures will be ruined. That awful Cotton Eye Joe song from the DJ. And Emily, breathe. The ink is fine. No one will notice. It won't rain, but if it does, pictures in the rain are romantic, and I'll personally ensure Cotton Eye Joe is wiped from the DJ's hard drive. I promise. Marisol chimed in. Our Ivory, but they have a distinct ecru undertone. They clash horribly with the organza of your dress, Emily. We need to source new ones tonight. Meaningless crisis. I'll handle it. The numbers girl. Wonderful. Marisol, take Taylor to the linen room. Show her the swatch book. A woman's eye is so crucial for these things. Separate me from Bo. To pull me back into my designated role. The real Inquisition was about to begin. Yellow. They're virtually identical. Marisol, it's fine. We'll use the ecru. No one, and I mean no one, will be looking at the ribbons. Mrs. Sutton was, and I am the maid of honor. It's my call. The ecru is approved. Now, if you'll excuse me. Great. The conversation had been going on for at least 10 minutes. Too long. Oh, my father stood over Beau's chair, leaning in slightly. You understand the world. These youthful infatuations, they burn bright, but they burn fast. My daughter, she's always been impulsive, a bit flighty. Flighty, impulsive? He was painting me as an unstable, emotional girl who'd been temporarily charmed by a rustic fantasy. He pulled out his sleek black leather checkbook and gold Mont Blanc pen. I appreciate the assistance you've rendered. Consider it consultancy fee for getting her back in one piece. He was trying to pay Beau, to pay him for me, like he was a service provider. He didn't even look at the checkbook. You're what, nearly 40? Surely you can see it's not a suitable match. The optics, you understand. Oh boy. Whatever Beau had said, it had landed like a punch. Ungrateful, stubborn fools. And then she's going to go in. The ecru has been greenlit. The wedding is saved. No one left. Well, that's a relief. Dubois about the canopies for tomorrow's receiving line. The salmon mousse is looking questionable. I'm going to go see Matt. I need a normal person. Love you. What did he say? Nothing that matters. Don't lie to me. I saw the checkbook, Beau. I heard enough. He thinks he can buy and sell people, Taylor. He thinks your worth is something he can calculate on a balance sheet. Either of us. Okay. It's loud and it's sharp. Oh, I'm going to call it a night. Long day. I need to get back to the distillery early. Gus has a grain delivery coming in first thing and the new barrels are arriving. I should probably head out before dawn. There it was, the escape hatch, the retreat. And my father had handed it to him on a silver platter. Oh, okay. It's just work. Taylor, get some sleep. You've got a big day tomorrow. His own room. A fireworks invoice, the floral requisition. Last night's storm constitutes an act of God, gives you leverage to renegotiate the delivery fee. Don't let them bill you for rush charges because of a problem they couldn't control either. It's bad faith. He was right. I'd missed it. Thank you. You're good at this. Really good. No, it's one of the things you do. Anytime, Ramsey. I don't know whose room they were in, but I don't think they'd have separate rooms. Maybe, I guess. Oh, well, it's good enough. It can fix in post. So we have chapter 16 done. Just out of curiosity, though, I want to see what Ion would have written for that chapter. So we're going to grab this. I know, I'm being naughty. I should not do this, but I want to know. Did you like it? Pretty okay, Jay? The stuff that I was talking about, it was...
I mean, other than the cryogenic chamber,
yeah,
it's pretty good.
Cryogenic flavor. Okay, so this one you have to bring down to like 0.6. And we definitely do not want colossal. We'll go like 8,000.
So is it just gonna like vials, like write vial stuff? Like what?
No. It only writes vial stuff if you ask.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Skew lights. You gotta prep for your own stream. Thank you. Good luck.
Good luck.
I don't know that they should use a real song title, especially since it was called Awful. I missed that part, so I'll have to look at it. So it's looking here, flighty, fragments, new angle, focus on Richard's financial maneuverings and Beau's quiet dignity. Need to leave early. Taylor senses something wrong. Quiet tension in their bedroom scene. Beau protecting Taylor from hurt. And look, it like sets up the words.
Yeah. Okay. But stop.
Sure. Yeah, sometimes that happens with this thing. Go. Okay, there we go. Stop.
What are we noticing?
It's not first person.
Hmm.
Taylor's point of view. Okay. Ion can write very well, but it's definitely an open source model. It needs a lot of hand holding. Okay. Richard attacks reliability. They're pink, people. Remind me again why we thought merging our worlds was a strategic alliance instead of a hostile takeover. Leaning against the wall, his suit jacket gone, tie loosened. He hadn't been wearing a suit. He looked like he'd swallowed a live eel. Small victories. Big victories, Ramsey. You owned that room. Now, how about we... Taylor, code, open up. Code Vermilion. I repeat, code Vermilion. But this isn't going to align with what happened in chapter 15. They sent Flamingo Fiesta. Shelby hissed. It clashes with the dresses. It clashes with the peonies. It clashes with life, Taylor. Oh, God, the photos will look like a unicorn threw up on us. This was the hill Sutton Caldwell Matrimony chose to die on at 11 p.m. the night before the ceremony. Ribbon color. The sheer breathtaking triviality of it. After everything. After Carter Creek, after the gazebo, after Bo, it was almost laughable. Almost. Okay. Breathe them. Where's the invoice? Who was the vendor contract? We'll get Renata on the phone. She owes us after the peony fiasco. Renata's unreachable. She's on a digital detox weekend in Sedona. Courtesy preview, and now she's not answering. Of course she is. Do we have the original Pantone swatch, the physical one? Roman frantically in her tote, pulled out crumpled receipts, lip gloss, a stray charger, and finally, triumphantly, a small laminated color chip. Got it! Morning Blush, BS001. Oh, I wonder if that's one. We scrapped the satin ribbons entirely. Go with velvet in a coordinating neutral, maybe whisper gray. More sophisticated anyway. Emily looked horrified. Velvet in June. Option 2, we dye these overnight. Shelby, do we have access to industrial quantities of tea? Tea? Black tea. It can mute harsh pinks, and we need bats and time. A lot of time. Option 3, we incorporate it. Make it a statement. Bold bridal choice. Brianna said it could be edgy. Brianna, of course. The architect of floral chaos strikes again. Her accidentally showing the assistant the wrong swatch. My knuckles whitened on the ribbon. M, incorporating Flamingo Fiesta would look less like a bold choice and more like the bridal party rated a toddler's birthday party. We are not going edgy via radioactive ribbon. Give me the assistant's number and your phone. Oh, I like this. Discretion. Quite. Oh, and she's on the balcony so she can hear them downstairs. Oh, I like that. Incidentals, I like to settle the account. He was trying to pay him? That's not necessary. Taylor wasn't a paying guest. She was someone in need of shelter during a storm. We provided it. Noble sentiment, Mr. Carter, truly. Business is business. I insist. Let's call it consultancy fee for services rendered. Services rendered. The soaked walk, the kissing. Hospitality isn't a billable hour. Integrity isn't liquid. A beat of silence. She's brilliant in her way, but she's also flighty, impulsive, prone to ephemeral enthusiasms. This little adventure of hers, this fascination with your world, it's charming, quaint even, but it's not sustainable, not for her. She needs stability, Mr. Carter. Generational stability, a foundation built on concrete realities, not rustic charm and barrel-aged dreams. She always does. She flutters, but she lands where she belongs, eventually. And where does she belong, Mr. Sutton? Behind a desk? She belongs in a world that recognizes her value. This interlude. Gracefully. A clean break. The reimbursement would, of course, include a generous bonus for your flexibility. Taylor isn't a problem to be fixed. Uh-oh. Flamingo Fiesta. Which version was true? Sounded like Dad. Just clearing the air. Wedding logistics. The lie was smooth practice. He was protecting me from my own father's venom. Ours involve a crisis of epic proportions. Apparently, Morning Blush and Flamingo Fiesta are mortal enemies. Looks like something Barley would cough up. Barley was the dog. Do you see how this is better? Like, I enjoy this writing more than what Gemini did.
It is better. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like real people. Gemini is like, just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. Here you go.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's just not as good. It feels maybe a bit more surface level.
Gus called. One of the fermenters strung a leak. If we don't get it contained, we'll lose the whole batch. 4th generation yeast strain. I have to go. Was plausible. Too plausible? Fermenters did leak. Right after my father's offer. Can't Gus handle it? He's trying, but it's my responsibility, Taylor. My yeast, my distillery. I'll drive back tonight, fix it, and I'll try to make it back for the ceremony tomorrow if I can. If I can. Oh, this is good. I'm not running. I know. The story and the evaporation. Hold on the fort here. Handle the flamingo invasion. I'll be back as soon as I can. Promise. Aww. And then see, sometimes it like repeats itself. So it wrote it twice. So I'm going to take out the second part. I mean, it writes so well. It's just a little extra. So I like this one better. And we'll clean all this up. Hey, write me chapter 16. So this one wins. I even like the balcony part too. Chapter 17.
Are you gonna use Ion again?
Oh yeah, we're just gonna stick with Ion. It's my favorite right now.
Ion. How late are you going tonight? Because I need to know.
Till 10 o'clock. If you need to go, go ahead. I'm good.
Okay.
Yep.
Keep up the good work.
I've got these chapters to do. Right, chapter 17, style of the previous 16 chapters. Aim for 16 and impress me. And I'll click go. And then I'll check the chat.
I'll see you at the finish line. 2.
Yeah.
Where can I get Lanterns Low?
Oh, it's on Suno, but hold on.
Drop the
really?
link.
I mean, I think I have to publish it real fast. I made like 6 of them.
I need to hear it again.
Okay.
I guess I could go listen to the beginning of the stream though.
Well, you can, but I got it.
Okay, nice.
I just press publish on it, and then I will share. Copy link. And I will give it to you on Discord, and then I'll also put it in the chat for people.
All right. Good to see everybody. Happy plot driving.
I'm glad
this
you are
weekend.
in one piece. I was worried about you.
I appreciate the worry. I'm good. Back to it. See y'all on Discord and on YouTube. Ciao.
Yes, absolutely. Here is the link to that song. Are you ever concerned about the prose sounding like your pen name's personality when you jump from one AI's writing to another? That's a good question, Rachel. I'll put it here. Are you ever concerned about the prose sounding like your pen name's personality when you jump from one AI's writing to another? The pen name is me. So it's kind of like if I like it, if I see it and I want it, then it's good enough. It's good to go. We've got 45 minutes. We are going to get this done. I am not giving up. So it's not going to hold back or self-censor. That's what it told itself. And psychological manipulation still clung to my skin. Bluegrass Estates famed sunflower veranda glittered under a flawless Sunday morning sky, transformed. He's not there. We need, no. Make sure you are picking up where chapter 16 left off. Above where Bo left at night. So, okay, go. Make it go again. Doot, 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 doot. Yep, good to see Jay. Every time I've used Ion, it changes it to third person when I wanted first person past, and I wanted. Yeah, you have to just tell it. You have to over tell it. There we go. Stabbed through the crack in the blackout curtains of the Bluegrass Estates bridal suite. I blinked, registering the unfamiliar ache behind my eyes, the kind that comes from crying. Okay, so it gets one. Regret, stale Carter Creek gold. The other side of the king-size bed was cold, rumpled only on my side. Bo was gone, really gone. Not just back to Carter Creek for a yeast emergency, but gone from the wedding, from my life, because I'd opened my stupid, self-sabotaging mouth and called the most profound connection of my life a cute fling. That is not what happened. Never better. Ready to get you hitched? Fuel delivery, pancakes from heaven. They're supposed to go to opposite sides of the ballroom. Sacrifice to the resort's golden retriever mascot. The ring bearer pillow. The original one appears to have been sacrificed to the resort's golden retriever mascot during last night's welcome event. Sacrificed, eaten. We have a backup, but it's chartreuse velvet with tassels. Chartreuse velvet? Can we remove the tassels or dip it in coffee? I'll see what I can do. This was left for you. Seemed like such a problem. It's bleeding. It's going into all the different chapters. So no, reject. Okay. I'm going to go to Claude. I think Claude can listen. Okay. So we'll try Claude 4. Whoa. Okay, so that's a bug. Basically, whatever my last temperature was setting at, it came over. So I need to let Jay know that. Max tokens must be greater. Okay. There we go, and I will let him know. You have to go back and change it. Okay. Already gone, and then the manipulation chain. There we go. So it's got it. That bone deep cold that comes from sleeping alone in a bed, still carrying the ghost impression of another body. Bo was already gone. Of course he was. I knew I'd known he would be. The fermentor leak. East strain, hanging in the balance. It didn't make the hollow ache in my chest any less acute. 7:23 a.m. 3 missed texts from Emily about hair emergencies, 2 from the wedding planner about timeline adjustments, and 1 from Bo, sent at 5:47 a.m. Try to make it back for the ceremony. Thank you for last night. All of it. B. Professional, distant. The kind of message you'd send to a pleasant acquaintance. Okay, this is good. Taylor, open up. Bridesmaid emergency. Emily, again. The girl had developed a superhuman ability to sense crisis through solid mahogany doors. Emergency wardrobe stash. Even my crisis wear had to meet Sutton's standards. It's a disaster. Chef Dubois has gone completely rogue with the bridesmaid brunch. She turned it into some kind of molecular gastronomy fever dream, and Mom is having palpitations. And Brianna keeps saying we should lean into the avant-garde moment, which is Brianna speak for let's make everything about me. And she stopped mid-spiral, her eyes narrowing as she took in the rumpled state of my hair and the telltale absence of a certain bourbon distiller. Where's Bo? Carter Creek, distillery emergency. He left early this morning. Oh. Is he coming back? He'll try. Oh, this is good. Men and their timing. It's like they have a sixth sense for when we need them most and then mysteriously develop urgent work situations. Though honestly, after watching him handle Uncle Frank's bourbon lecture last night, I'm pretty sure he's keeper material. The man has the patience of a saint and the shoulders of a Shelby. Focus. We have 14 minutes to get downstairs before Chef Dubois starts the welcome ceremony. Apparently, she's prepared a signature cocktail that involves liquid nitrogen and edible gold flakes. This is not elegant southern brunch I planned. This is going to look like a chemistry experiment exploded all over Instagram. Okay, I like it. Fascinating. It's ambitious. Oh, absolutely. Hit like a slap. Bo didn't need an education. He provided one. I didn't mean to imply. We all have our own little adventures, don't we? I mean, it's romantic to think about running away to some charming distillery, playing house with strong silent time. Very Elizabeth Gilbert. Very finding yourself through a rugged local. But eventually you'll have to ask yourself, is it real or is it just escapism? Brianna's white, chirped one of the Atlanta sorority sisters, Madison or Mackenzie. I couldn't tell them apart. A surf instructor in Costa Rica. Thought it was true love until I got back to the real world. Then it was like, what would we even talk about at dinner parties? Flighty, impulsive. The words escaped. It was fun. A cute fling. Good chemistry, beautiful setting, romantic circumstances. But you're right about compatibility. Different worlds, different expectations. Oh, Taylor, you're so practical. Mesdames, may I present the grand finale? None of the boundaries. Vanilla. Bo stood there in clean jeans, holding a wooden crate and looking profoundly out of place among the dry ice and edible gold. Beside him stood Gus Templeton. Excuse me, I'm looking for the wedding coordinator. We have a delivery for the Sutton Caldwell wedding. Mr. Carter, you're back. Are these the custom favors you mentioned? Bo nodded. Miniature charred oak barrels. Each one contains a sample of our 12-year rye. The same one will be aging for the couple's 5th anniversary. Emily and Matt, we thought it would be meaningful for guests to take home something that'll continue aging, developing complexity over time, like marriage itself. Aww. It was Taylor's idea, not just the product. Not the quick fix. As a cute fling. Think about stories. Even if no one wants to listen. Oh my gosh. That is a very dark moment of the soul. Like this is good. Oh, this is really good. Yeah. When did the bourbon change to rye? We'll fix it in post. It's good. It's a good, strong thing. Like I would fix it in a line edit. And now it was too late. Oh my gosh, this is going to be the most painful next group of chapters. All right, I'm going with that one's good. This one was Claude. If you're wondering why I'm cutting this out, it's to make it so it's less likely to actually end up in the manuscript. Claude, save. New document. Chapter 18. At this point, I'm just along for the ride. I think we're going to stick with Claude. Only write chapter 18, where chapter 17 left off. Okay. And then go gadget. I'm going to really enjoy going line by line with a story, I think. It's a good little story. Our chapter 18, we have to get to chapter 24, which is the epilogue. I think we can get there tonight if we just keep going with Claude or Ion when we need to have sexy times. Stop. And they've had brunch. Go. That way it can't start at 7 a.m. Okay. Look less tragic. Okay. Until I was expected to glide down the aisle behind Emily, smiling serenely while internally combusting from the spectacular wreckage of my own making. It was everything she dreamed. Oh, no love, no yours, not even sincerely. The words were a precision strike. I had been. My God, you're awake. It's a disaster. Mom is having what I can only describe a complete psychotic break over the napkin folds, and the string quartet is stuck in traffic on I-64. And you look terrible, like really terrible. Something like that. Don't worry about it, Em. It's your day. We're not going to let my drama overshadow. Screw that. You're my sister. If you're miserable, I'm miserable. What happened? Where's Bo? I thought he was coming to the ceremony. He left. We were, and then I ruined it at the brunch. And I panicked. I told everyone it was just a fling, and he heard me. I knew something was off by the way, but I thought, oh my God, the shuttle, the wrong bus on Thursday night. That wasn't an accident, was it? No, she sabotaged you. She actually sabotaged you. I'm going to kill her. I'm going to actually murder her with bobby pins. You can't. The hell I can't. It's my wedding. I can do whatever I want. Since Friday. I thought she was being protective. Ladies, we need the bride and maid of honor downstairs in 30 minutes. Hair and makeup are waiting. Coming. We're going to fix this, Kay. After the ceremony, after the pictures, we're going to find a way to fix this. There's nothing to fix. I chose them over him, over us. Some things can't be unfixed. You made a mistake. And Bo Carter spent 48 hours looking at you like you were the answer to every question he never thought to ask. That doesn't just disappear because of one stupid conversation orchestrated by a sociopath in Lululemon. That's good. Means 25 in Marisol time. All right. Hair wizard from Louisville. Oh, Frank, give me that. It's not a lasso, you maniac. Here, like this. Emily, darling, and Taylor, you look rested. I hope you had a good night's sleep after all this excitement. Family tradition for my grandmother's wedding. Something borrowed, something blue. And a sapphire bracelet. Suburban favors. Ladies, 30 minutes to ceremony, final touch-ups, and then we're processing to the chapel. Okay. Love is patient. Love is kind. Good. You look absolutely stunning. That dress. Damn. Free country. Guys like that in this place, like fish out of water, you know? Do I? Come on, Taylor. You're smart. I should go check on Emily. Available again. Let go of me, Diego. And it made me sick. Calls their exes names. Someone who thinks money is a substitute. Someone who, hey, Ethan Caldwell. Something about the gift table. Why don't you grab yourself a drink? The 21-year Macallan is at the premium bar is incredible. Sure, yeah. Catch you later, Taylor. Someone needed to put a stop to it. You know, what Matt told me when he was getting cold feet about proposing to Emily? He said he was scared she'd realize she could do better. That someone like her, someone that bright and beautiful and full of life, would figure out she was settling. I told him that was backwards thinking. The question wasn't whether she could do better. The question was whether he was going to be worthy of what she was offering. Maybe the question isn't whether you made a mistake. Maybe it's whether you're going to be worthy of a second chance. Okay. Yes, I love that. Good job, Claude. I think we're going to have to skip some chapters here because that happened. A lot of stuff happened, but I'm good with it because all anyone cares about this point is them getting together. So chapter 19 was the reception. Okay, so now we're going to have the showdown and then the midnight drive to redemption. Okay, so this is good. This is good. We just keep on trucking. Okay. New document. Chapter 19. Sorry, I'm in the zone, guys, and just getting stuff done. I'll come check on you guys in just a second. Actually, accidentally went to the wrong thing. Pop that in. Chapter 19. Following story dossier 2. The previous 18 chapters. Only write chapter 19. Stick to the timeline. This is the showdown at the reception. Go. All right, I will go check my chat. 9:32 p.m. Aw. Lynn says she can't wait to read it. Danny, this type of book isn't my thing normally, but I want to read this when ready. Listen, you guys, literally, gentlemen, you are missing out on the romance genre. Lots of romances are so great because, listen, thanks. It figured it out, so we're okay. But thank you for catching that. I messed up my prompt there. But what I was going to say is, listen, I read genres all the time that are not my normal genre, but I have to say that romance is such a universal, like, there's lots of men who read romances. There's lots of men who write romances. Like, y'all can be romantic, you know? So it's family drama. It's the things that are universal that we all go through. As Rachel says, it's all about love. So it doesn't have to be cheesy. I will say that in the past, romances got kind of a bad rap because they would be, well, cheesy. They wouldn't, you know, there was a time period there for the Harlequins and things where they weren't necessarily writing very strong female characters. I think that has changed a lot, but you can also write really strong male characters. My very first book that did really well was a baby mama drama from a male point of view. My book Canceled is actually all about, it's from a male point of view, the whole book, about having a one-night stand and having a kid with that person, but then proposing to his longtime business partner, and then that whole relationship like blowing up. So you can have lots of fun with romance. That's all I'm saying. But I do take it as a compliment, Danny, very much, that my romances, you're like, ooh, I want to check that out. So thank you. Okay. A corpse in couture, smiling and nodding. That just is stunning on you. Now, where's that delicious distiller I heard so much about? Everyone's been talking about. He had to leave. Business emergency. Oh, what a shame. He's been boring people senseless with his Pappy Van Winkle for years. Okay. Lindsay Chu. They are. So do you. You're not fine. You look like someone whose soul has been surgically removed without anesthesia. Wasn't your fault, you know. What Brianna did, that was psychological warfare disguised as girl talk. You knew? I know Brianna. She's got manipulation down to a science. Academic interest mostly, though I'll admit seeing her use them on you made it personal. It's time for our first dance. Oh, Etta James is at last filled the ballroom. God, they're nauseating. Makes you want to vomit, doesn't it? Floor length dress. They look happy. Oh, absolutely. Happy, happy, happy. Though I have to say, after all the drama this weekend, I'm amazed Emily managed to pull the whole blushing bride thing. I mean, with her maid of honor gallivanting around the countryside with random distillers and causing missing persons alert, most brides would have been a basket case. Only stronger than people give her credit for. She really is. What do you mean? Oh, you know, just looking out for the bride's best interests, making sure certain complications didn't overshadow her busy day. Executive decisions for the greater good, you know? Oh, no. Join our beautiful couple. Please tell me it's not mine. I haven't updated my Wilson's college, and my parents would be so confused over who gets my vintage concert t-shirt collection. Shelves. I'm just processing. Cinderella at midnight? I thought you two were endgame material. Oh, yeah, well, turns out some things don't age well. They just spoil. The opening notes. Absolute genius sabotage, honestly. I'm kind of proud of myself. She was standing 10 feet away. Tall, blonde. Tell me everything. I need all the details for my wedding recap post. My followers are obsessed with behind-the-scenes drama. Well, it started Thursday night after the rehearsal dinner. Little Miss Perfect had gotten a bit too comfortable, you know, acting like she was actually important instead of just help with a clipboard. The help? That's harsh, babe, even for you, but accurate. You know. So what did you do? I might have redirected her to the wrong bus. No, you didn't. I absolutely did. Middle-aged woman having a breakdown disguised as an adventure. Middle-aged woman having a breakdown. But the best part was watching her completely fold under the tiniest bit of pressure. Support staff. Oh, definitely. I just helped her along. Cameron, darling, there you are. Miss Sutton, the blonde Cameron, apparently, immediately shifted into networking mode. Emily looks like a fairy tale princess, doesn't she? Well, we certainly appreciate it. Reality check. Like a ninja in a navy silk, her phone held at chest level with the discreet positioning of someone who'd been recording everything. Oh my gosh. The microphone. Jasper. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Like Excalibur waiting to be claimed. I'm ready. In fact, I've never been more ready for anything in my life. She had no idea. About truth. And I realized. Oh, that's good. Okay, that's a good cliffhanger. Chapter 20. I've got to go get the prompt. Sorry, everyone, that I'm like a little Energizer bunny going through these things, but Write chapter 20, following the dossier of the previous 19 chapters. Where chapter 19 left off, only write chapter 20, stick to the timeline. Is this a showdown at the reception? What is this one? 20, I think, is 19. Yes. Okay. But last chapter ended on the cliffhanger, and Taylor has the mic. So it knows where the heck it is. Click go. Check the window. All right. Yes, I know. Lindsay Chu has earned her own book. She is getting her own book. I love her to death. She is amazing. She is going to be fun. Maybe we'll make her have the landslides and limoncello. I'll have to check to see what she has. The man was on way too many book covers back in the day. Oh yeah. Oh, funny story about Fabio. Do you know that there's a theme park by me called Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, and they opened up when I was younger, a roller coaster called Apollo's Chariot. Now they hired Fabio to be Apollo. This is where this gets funny. So he's on the inaugural riding of this ride, right? And as it's going over the top part of it, they hit a goose. A goose breaks Fabio's nose on the ride. It was front page newspaper when I was like in high school or whenever that ride opened up. But yeah, Fabio once got attacked by a goose on a roller coaster. There's some useless information for you. And that's something that could definitely go in a book. All righty. 300. You know, what was the worst? That was the worst thing that could happen. The worst thing that could happen was discovering that someone I trusted, someone who called herself Emily's friend, had orchestrated the whole thing. We all went bar hopping. By the end of the night, we were all pretty drunk, except for me, because as usual, I was playing the responsible one, making sure everyone got home safely. When we got back to the shuttles, there was some confusion. People were laughing, stumbling around, and I was trying to manage the chaos. That's when Brianna stepped in to help. She pointed me towards one of the shuttles and told me it was ours. Said she'd make sure everyone else got on safely. What I didn't know, what none of us knew until about 5 minutes ago, was that she was deliberately sending me to the wrong bus. While I climbed onto the Carter Creek shuttle thinking I was being responsible, she was telling everyone else that I'd gotten confused and taken an Uber home. That's not what happened. Taylor, honey, you were really drunk. You got confused. I was trying to help. Were you? Were you also trying to help this morning when you told your influencer friend Cameron that directing me to the wrong shuttle was, and I quote, genius sabotage that you were kind of proud of? They swiveled towards Cameron, who looked like she wanted to dissolve. You were eavesdropping. That's a private conversation. In a public space, speaking loudly enough for half the reception to hear. Though you're right about one thing. It was very revealing. She also mentioned I need to be reminded of my place in the ecosystem because I'm support staff, not leading lady material. Several people audibly gasped. Catherine looked like she'd swallowed a live fish. Even Uncle Frank, who was usually oblivious to family drama, was staring at Brianna with undisguised horror. But the real masterpiece was this morning's brunch. Psychological warfare disguised as girl talk. Careful manipulation designed to make me feel like what I found at Carter Creek was just a cute vacation fling that couldn't possibly last in the real world. I found Lindsay. Lindsay, would you mind sharing what you captured on your phone this morning? I'd be happy, Taylor. In fact, I think everyone should see it. She tapped her phone screen with practiced efficiency, and suddenly the ballroom's projection system, installed for the wedding slideshow, came to life. The massive screen above the head table lit up, displaying Lindsay's phone interface as she navigated to her video files. This is from about an hour ago, recorded near the peony arrangement while Brianna was explaining her weekend strategy to her Instagram friend. Little Miss Perfect had gotten a bit too comfortable, acting like she was actually important instead of just the help with a clipboard. The reaction was immediate and brutal. Gasps, murmurs of outrage. But Lindsay wasn't done. She fast-forwarded to the worst part. So when she was distracted dealing with Shelby's enormous purse situation, I might have redirected her to the wrong bus. The laughter on the recording, Brianna's delighted, malicious laughter at her own cruelty, echoed through the silent ballroom like a death knell. My father's face had gone through several colors, settling on a shade of purple that suggested his blood pressure had reached meteorological levels. Catherine was fanning herself with a napkin, looking like she might faint. But it was Emily's expression that mattered most to me. My sweet, naive sister looked absolutely murderous. Turn it off, Brianna whispered, but her voice was picked up by the microphone I still held. Oh, but we're just getting to the best part. But the best part was watching her completely fold the pride. The ballroom erupted. Voices emerged You sabotaged me, manipulated me, and cost me the best thing that ever happened to me because you couldn't stand the idea that the numbers girl might actually deserve happiness. That's not, you're taking out I was protecting Emily. Protecting Emily? Emily's voice rang out. Protecting me? You mean protecting your own position as my best friend by eliminating anyone who might threaten your influence? I understand perfectly. I understand that you've been undermining my sister, making little comments, planting seeds of doubt. Oh, the real tragedy is, Brianna, you could have just been a decent human being. You could have supported Emily's happiness and maybe even made a real friend in the process. Instead, you chose to be exactly what you accused me of being: small, petty, and utterly forgettable. So here's what's going to happen. Since you wanted my job so badly, Brianna, it's yours. Congratulations. You're now in charge of coordinating the thank you cards, managing the gift returns, and handling all the post-wedding logistics. The Hermes planner Catherine had given me, along with my backup phone and the small clipboard I've been carrying all weekend, one by one. You'll find detailed spreadsheets for everything, color-coded timelines, and contract information for every vendor. The florist expects payment by Tuesday. The photographer needs the shot list priorities by Wednesday. And the caterer requires final headcount adjustments for the anniversary party planning session next month. I can't. Oh, but you can. After all, it's just support staff work. How hard could it be for someone of your obvious social superiority? The crowd was eating it up now. The boutonniere, and this belongs to someone who actually deserves the title. I'm sorry I let someone else's poison make me doubt myself. I'm sorry I didn't trust you enough to tell you the truth about what happened. And I'm sorry I almost let fear Taylor. But mostly, I'm sorry it took me 27 years to realize I don't need anyone's permission to take space in my own life. Aww. He was calculating lawsuits. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that might be the most memorable wedding toast in Bluegrass Estates history. Speech. But I was done performing. Where are you going? To find something real, to fight for something worth keeping. Exactly what Brianna had done. It was finally mine. Taylor's having some kind of breakdown. Someone needs to stop her. My heels, pack my things, borrow Mac's truck. You can't leave without this. He said to tell you the GPS is already programmed for Carter Creek. The tank is full, and if you don't bring that man back here so he can properly thank him for taking care of his sister-in-law, he's driving down there himself. This is your wedding night. This is my wedding night, and I want it to be perfect, which means everyone I love needs to be happy. Go get him, Tay. Go get your happy ending. This is so good. I love it. I'd probably fix it a little bit so it's not completely repetitive, but we'll work on that later. Right now, we're just getting the draft going. Okay. Chapter 21. Here we go. I think we need Ion to write this one because I'm pretty sure there is sex in this one. Dixie's Crossroads. Oh my gosh. Okay, so not. So yeah, Claude it is. All right, chapter 21 of the previous 20 chapters. Make sure you are picking up where chapter 20 left off. Only write chapter 21. Stick to the timeline. This is the pacing beat where the reader is with Taylor on her adventure to go back to Bo. Make sure they feel the truck stop and interaction and the whole debacle of the bridesmaid viral video. Go. And I'll check the chat. Yes, this is Sonnet 4. Dart calls him murder grease. You don't remember that? The goose? Oh my gosh. Now I have to go find it for you guys. So while that's running, Fabio hit by a goose on a roller coaster. Share this tab instead. March 30th, 1999, Fabio was hit by a goose while riding Apollo's chariot. I'm not going to have sound on that, so it'll skip the ad.
After months
Yeah,
spending way too much on DoorDash, I got bored of eating the same fast food.
So we'll skip the ad. And there he was. Look, he's dressed as Fabio at the park. And he gets on the ride. And the ride went up. And on the way down, he hit a goose. And so when the ride came back, his nose was broken. Because he hit a goose. So there is my little famous thing about Fabio. Yeah. I remember hearing it about it in South Africa. Yeah, it made the goose hit him. That's why everyone thought it was on a April Fool's joke. Yeah, it wasn't an April Fool's joke. He really did hit a goose, broke his nose. It was a big deal. I think he sued the park. International nose breaking news. Yeah. Okay. Social nuclear. Ivory silk bridesmaid abandoned on the bathroom floor like a discarded costume. Borrowed Louboutins that would carry me, kicked under the bed without ceremony. In 5 minutes flat, I was back in my own clothes. Ruth's practical jeans, a soft sweater that smelled the wood smoke, hiking boots. Ruth's overnight bag with the systematic precision of someone who'd spent years managing other people's emergencies. Phone charger, the business plan, the note from Bo that had shattered my heart this morning because some evidence of pain was worth keeping. And finally, nestled in tissue paper like a sacred relic, one of the miniature bourbon barrels he'd crafted for the wedding favors. Physical proof that what we'd share was real. My phone buzzed. Sutton Caldwell has been hijacked by bridesmaid revenge and bourbon and drama. Someone had already posted Lindsay's recording to TikTok. Another guest had live tweeted the entire confrontation with the breathless enthusiasm of someone who struck social media gold. One text thread caught my attention. Holy shit, Taylor, you're a fucking legend. Taking the truck keys to mom so you can escape this madness. Drive safe and bring that man back so I can buy him a brewery. Oh my God, the video already has 50,000 views. You're famous. Team Taylor forever. Documented everything. Also, you're trending on Twitter. Thought you should know before someone's grandmother calls you. What? Another person has started a GoFundMe for my Bourbon and Backbone tour, whatever that meant. Uncle Frank had apparently cornered a Louisville Courier-Journal reporter to provide colorful commentary about the most honest damn speech this family's delivered since the Carter administration. We'll change that to something different. Maybe the Reagan, because we already have Bo Carter, so. Taylor, open up. First, okay, so we have to take out the truck keys. This is the least dramatic thing you've done this weekend. And exactly who I'm supposed to be. Then go get them. Are you sure you don't need me here? Lindsay's already handling the narrative. She's got screenshots, recordings, and a PhD in social media warfare. By tomorrow morning, everyone in Louisville will know exactly what Brianna did and why you had every right to call her out. Everything else is just noise. I feel like gas, grub, and gospel all night long. Cash, credit, or apparently prayer as payment methods. Marvin Jones, night manager and philosopher. Evening, miss. Rough night to be driving alone. Just heading home, or trying to get home anyway. Home's funny that way. Sometimes it ain't where you started. You look familiar. The what now? Girl, you're famous. Has had enough. Drag her, sis. I just had no idea it was spreading this fast. Honey, this is better than cable TV. My wife Martha's been texting me updates all night. Says half the church ladies are Team Taylor and the other half are clutching their pearls for airing family business in public. For what it's worth, I'm Team Taylor. That Brianna girl needed taken down a peg or 12. Sometimes that's the same thing. The one all over the internet? Well. Drive safe, Miss Famous. Fill the quiet space. Never seen drama. Rich girl's wedding gets hijacked by the maid of honor, exposing some serious sabotage. Now, I got the bride's cousin calling in earlier. Shout out to Shelby. She gave us the whole backstory. Okay, this is a little bit silly. But I could kind of... It's so silly that I'm going with it. You know what I mean? Like, it's so committed. Yes, remember to tap the like button. What do you guys think? Like, the story is so committed to this thing blowing up viral. Like, I kind of buy it that it would spread that fast because they don't have anything else to talk about. I mean, it would have been on the news, and like that's the kind of stuff. I mean, we get stuff like that all the time where I live on the news when crazy things happen. Some tourist trap operation. Marcus, what's your take? But here's what I think. Dolores from Bardstown, and I just want to say that girl needs to drive straight to that distillery and fight for her man. If you're listening, and Sugar, I got a feeling you might be driving those dark roads, you get yourself to Carter Creek and make this right. Main Rick House. F-120, 150. Bo in his element. Bo? Okay, thumbing it up. A little bit long, but that's okay. And now we get chapter 22. I'm going to have Ion write this one. Because I'm pretty sure chapter 22 is the makeup. That's your sister. Yeah. Okay. So, chapter 22. Chapter 21. I'm watching the time. We're going to go a little bit over, everyone. And we'll definitely have an after party in the lab room. Because I am feeling exhilarated from this. Chapter 22. Only write chapter 22. This is and it's beautiful. All right, click and go. Oh shoot, I wanted not Claude. Claude, no thank you. No thank you is what I should have said. All right, open router Ion Labs 0.6. Let's go. 0.6. No, 0.6. My decimal thing does not want to work. I'm going to go with 16,000 just to let it go. All right, here we go. I'm checking the chat. Thank you. Yes, hot makeup, sexy times. Absolutely. Thank you, Zedekiss. I feel like a superhero. I feel like I did it. There's only 36 people tonight, but that's okay because we got a lot done. And I hope I was able to show people how you just roll with it. Like, just go with it. You know, it's you can be structured. You can. Zedekiss was like, definitely Claude would have her reconciled by a peck on the cheek and a hug. Don't forget the high five. I can't wait to see what this writes. Okay. The emotional tension. Here we go. Let's see what we got. And there he was. Beau. Storm gray eyes, usually so clear and assessing where shadow guarded. Taylor, thought you'd be on your honeymoon by now. Oh, wait, that's your sister. Beau, I need to talk to you. Bit late for talking, don't you think? Midnight confessions usually require both parties to be awake. Besides, I'm working. Got a release to get out. He was shutting me out. The one you left this morning. Thank you for showing me your world. I understand now why the bridge being out seemed like such a problem. That wasn't fair. Wasn't meant to be. It was an observation. Logistical inconvenience? That's rich, Taylor. You already think I'm some backwards moonshiner and called what happened between us a cute fling? Good chemistry. Like I was a fun souvenir you picked up during your little detour. You think I reduced it? And I folded. I let her win because I was scared. Of this. And then lost you. It would break me. So I broke first, like an idiot. A distiller, a man who wears flannel more often than suits, someone who doesn't measure his worth in stock portfolios? No. Someone real. Just managing appearances. There's a solid oak in a world of cheap veneer. Oh, that's good because she talked about him being like oak in chapter 15. Offered me a check. It was last night. He had no right. He had every right to worry because you were flighty yesterday morning, Taylor. You tossed away something real because a woman in a designer dress made you feel small. What happens next time? I build things to last. Bourbon takes years. Trust takes longer. And it breaks a hell of a lot easier than it builds. Oh, Beau. Beau being mean. Ruth Potrose got the barley's you. I choose the messy. Especially because it scares me. We build things to last. Oh, he was trying to be all harsh. He's like, bought a plane ticket this morning to Chicago, Monday afternoon. Was going to show up at your office, ask if we could start over properly without shuttles or sabotage or Sutton family drama. He hadn't given up. You were going to come to Chicago? Figured if you belonged in that world, I'd learn to navigate it. Gus offered to lend me a tie. Ruth threatened to pack me a lunch. I was looking forward to seeing you. Oh, you really drove here? Stole Matt's truck. That's funny. He said to bring you back so we can buy you a brewery. Settling for a distillery partnership might be easier. You're not just running from the fallout? I'm sure. Running towards something for the first time in my life. And we're kissing. Oh, we're going to the rock workhouse. Why is he taking her to the cellar? Here? Right here. Oh, snap. They're back on that oak table where they started. Okay. 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 There has not been any weeks of tension, lady. You have met. It's 2 days. Look at me. Okay. Good means you're paying attention. Figure out the rest tomorrow. Aww. Yay. That was good, except for the weeks of tension. We're not having weeks of tension. Chapter 23. This is the epilogue. And go up to the top. Take that out. Take all this out. All right. And we're now writing the epilogue. All right, chapter 23. Previous 22 chapters. Aim for 3,000 words. Only write chapter 23. Stick to the timeline where 22 left off. Morning after and provides resolution. I think I'm going to use Claude for this one, just because I think Claude's going to do a better job. There we go, Claude. Go ahead. And this ends the book, ladies and gentlemen. Other than the bonus scene that I have to write, which is the thing. Yes. The oak table is somewhere only we know. Exactly. Plumstone's like, no, that's so cute. I know. Like, taking her to the cellar, I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, but no, that's kind of hot. What you taught me is worry about the big picture during development. Don't get bogged down by line edits until I have the main story in the right order. Yeah, I mean, that's the way we have to do it, right? Because if you have to, yeah, I really like a fun souvenir, actually. Sweet Home Alabama vibes. I do love that movie. But I don't think it borrows from it too. I mean, they're not technically married and yeah, but it's got that feeling for it. I like it. Worry about the big picture. Definitely. Woohoo! Well, we're not quite there yet. We got to get there. Okay. I woke wrapped in Beau's arms. And that's a good thing. This is actually the first morning she has woken up in his arms. He has left her every other morning. Oh, subconscious. Thank you, subconscious, for taking care of that. Oak, not veneer. Morning, sweetheart. Sleep okay? Exactly what happened. Engagement. I mean, not that I'm assuming. We haven't even discussed. We'll get there. Like, what exactly you're planning to do with your life now that you've gone viral as the badass bridesmaid of Bourbon County. Please tell me that's not actually what they're calling it. Close. Bourbon Bridesmaid Revenge is trending on 3 platforms. So personally, I prefer Team Taylor. According to the news alerts, Gus texted me this morning. You've got interview requests from Good Morning America, The Today Show, and something called Southern Charm Drama Breakdown. Oh, God. My father's going to have an aneurysm. Sutton family name is associated with a woman who stood up for herself and called out manipulation. I suspect your father's more worried about stock prices than moral victories. Y'all decent in there? Ruth's got breakfast ready, and I got news about them barrel orders that can't wait for young folks to finish their reunion. Oh my gosh. Heck yes. Oh. Main Lodge was alive. 3 more corporate groups, that fancy law firm and medical device company, some tech startup that specifically requested the bridesmaid revenge package, whatever the hell that means. Sit, eat. Then we can talk about turning this media circus into something useful. Bridesmaid revenge? Apparently your little show yesterday has turned us into some kind of feminist pilgrimage site. Women wanting to find their voice and embrace their inner badass through bourbon tasting and team building exercises. Ruth started designing a whole program around it. It's brilliant marketing, Ruth said. Women supporting women. Oh my gosh. You want to turn my public meltdown into a business model? Honey, you didn't have a meltdown. You had a breakthrough. There's a difference. And if we can help other women find their own breakthroughs while supporting this distillery, that's what I call a win-win. You wanted to channel that into something bigger. I need to see the numbers. Oh, I love this. That's that business brain. Ruth, this is incredible. 40 years of managing this place teaches you a thing or two about business. Though I'll admit, having someone with your expertise to fine-tune the details would make all the difference. Sweet Caroline, Emily's ringtone. Taylor, oh my God, you're famous. Did you see the Today Show mention? There's a BuzzFeed article titled, This Bridesmaid's Mic Drop Moment is Everything We Needed. You're a hero. More like disaster management specialist. There's a headhunter from some fancy firm in New York who wants to talk to you about a CFO position. Said your decisive leadership under pressure was exactly what their client was looking for. Already texted it. Oh, and now look, there's another character, Miranda Walsh. Don't follow normal business hours. Good opportunity. Base of 280. Corporate retreats. Partners, you think we'd let the woman who turned our humble distillery into a viral sensation walk away? Ruth's been plotting your permanent residency since Friday morning. I just figured it'd take longer to wear you down. Oh, that's good. Who is messaging me? Okay. From Lindsay Chu. There's a little too much in here. Like, I think I would cut out the New York thing. That's kind of silly. Should be in a museum. Okay. What happened here? Are you ready for that? I have something to show you. Where's he having time to do all this? Oh. Oh. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh. Nothing. Well. Yeah, that's got to be fixed. It's a little bit too sappy, but that's okay. We got that. So we got the epilogue. It can definitely be line edited. I'm not going to worry about the bonus scene because I'm going to say we are done. It is 10:12 p.m. and there's way too much in that last episode or that last scene, but love it. Now to add Moose in strategically. Yes. Yeah, so we have characters to continue the series. That's great. I love that they're taking a victory lap. Absolutely. My favorite contemporary romance series are the ones that are connected standalone. I love that you can pull from existing characters. I know there's like so many women here that like need a fun love story. I love this. This was a lot of fun. Let's tally up what we ended up with, shall we? We got 23 chapters done in 3 days. I at least skimmed it all and made sure like it's cohesive. There's a little bit that needs to be fixed in the later chapters, but that's not the end of the world. We pretty much cleaned up a lot when we were reading before, so that'll all get fixed in a line edit. So this was by far the most crazy time. Jay and them did talk a little bit. I'm going to put that 8:30 is when I got started. I'm not sure if it's accurate or not, but it's pretty close to what we did. So 8:30 to 10:15. Whew, my heart is racing. So that's 1.75 hours, which means we are at 10.5 hours. Oh my gosh. This was chapters 16 through 23. I'll get out my, share this tab instead. I was writing this, but I'll go back to plot drive. We'll do the final tally. All right, I've got my calculator out. What a whirlwind. It was definitely a whoosh. Chapter 16, 2,992. Chapter 17, 3,532. Chapter 18, 3,524. Chapter 19, 3,824. Chapter 20, 3,113. Chapter 21, 3,084. Chapter 22, 3,348. And chapter 23, 4,047. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Chapter 16 through 23 is 27,464 words. What? That gets fireworks, you guys. That's got to get confetti and fireworks. I need to make myself fireworks, all the things, fireworks and confetti and all the songs. Yes, we are so cool. This is so cool. Let's see what the total word count is for the weekend, shall we? Okay, 10 and a half hours, because I added 1.75 to the 8.75 is what we had. We had 38,000. So, plus 38,844, we have a total word count of 66,308 words. And that draft is ready for a line edit. Ready for a line edit. I would put that draft on par with anything that would be my best effort with dictating and then changing it up. Like, there's going to be some things that I'm going to want to change about it. It's probably going to get shrunk down. I would imagine I would probably be cutting about 6,000. I think that this book's going to end up 60,000 words, but I don't know. I might decide to add more scenes too when I go for the line edit. Because I just love Bo and Taylor so much. I want to explore more and more of them. So what would that equate to per hour? That's a good question. We were at 9,600 words per hour. That was this afternoon. And then overall, including all the planning, was 4,000. So the total up here in our last session, and I can usually go faster, 27,464 divided by 1.75. We were working at a rate of 15,693 words per hour. And then the final, with everything that we had to do, 66,308 divided by 10.5, 6,315 words per hour. I cannot even. Ding, ding, ding. Chicken dinner. Thank you. Congratulations. And wow. Thank you so much. I feel so good. My little heart's just racing. Yes, it was 6 sessions. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 sessions. And I think this is what the story is. Butt in chair. Just get it done. Don't worry. If you worry, you're not getting things done on the page. There's parts of the story that I know need a little bit of work on them, but oh my goodness gracious, is it fun? There were moments there that I just was like, oh. There was moments that made me go like, wait a minute, why is he taking her to this? Oh, this is hot. They're back on the same oak table. She definitely, like, this is, this is so good. This is just so good. All right, everyone. After party in the lab room. What do we want to do? The lantern? I think Angel share. I don't know. What song do we do? I don't know what song to end on. What's the song? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm going to look and see which one we want. We want the Lanterns Low, the bop that everybody liked. Tell me in the chat what we want. We'll do the song and then we'll go to the after party. You missed the song this morning. Okay, there's a vote for that one. Your choices are Lanterns Low, Right on Time, One Beer, One Bourbon, Tonight's Our Town, Angel Share. There's also Editing Blues and The Future Writes an Ink and Code, but I'm not really feeling those things. I feel like it's Lanterns Low or Right on Time, but I think it's Lanterns Low is Right on Time, Lanterns Low, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. We'll do Lanterns Low, and then we'll go listen to Right on Time in the victory party. How about that? All right. Thank you, everyone, so very much for this. And yeah, let's get some Lanterns.
Lanterns low on the garden rail, string light halos on your face, small talk fades into nightingale, your hand finds mine like second nature, no chase, laughter drifts from the terrace door, glass clings, rain thinks about falling. You say hide with me, I'm already sure. Every step you take has my name calling. Closer breath on my collarbone. Thunder a metronome, hearts keep time. Gold on your shoulders, jasmine in overtones. Everything else goes quiet when your eyes find mine. Shadows learn our names in the afterglow. If there's a rule, we'll bend it. If there's a door, we'll close. Lose the map, keep the moment. Love under lanterns low. Under lanterns soft-spoken creek. Your laugh breaks me clean in two. Buttons whisper skin and heat. Every maybe later turning into now with you. Somewhere a toast and a violin. Somewhere our friends keep dancing. Here it's a storm rolling under my skin. Every kiss a brightly lit answer. Close, a name on my open mouth. Lightning in fingertips, don't let go. Hush of the garden, north to south. All I know is all I want is you this close. Under lanterns low, we let the whole world go. Shadows learn our names in the afterglow. If there's a rule, we'll bend it. If there's a door, we'll close. Lose the map, keep the moment. Love under lanterns low. Under lanterns low. If morning asks what we were thinking, say we followed every spark. Two silhouettes steady as breathing, writing our names in the dark. Under lanterns low, we let the whole world go. Shadows learn our names in the afterglow. If there's a rule, we'll bend it. If there's a door, we'll close. Lose the map, keep the moment. Love under lanterns low. Under lanterns low. Oh, hearts high.
Thank you, everyone. I love how cathartic that story was. I mean, it just, listening to that song, it just made me, like my whole chest felt tight and like warm. And I felt like I had been sitting in a movie. I was so invested with these characters. So I am so excited to take a little bit of a break from them and then go at them with clean eyes. And hopefully that book will be coming out in September on the press. So the first 2 books for Sydney Marsh are Snowstorms and Schnapps, and then Tumbleweeds and Tequila, which is also a hot tamale tale. And you can look for Bridesmaids and Bourbon in September from Future Fiction Press. So thank you, Rochelle, for showing how it's done. And even that song, The Lantern's Low, like learning to let it go, learning to just like let it go, let it be there. It's good draft, and then you can go back with your fine sculpting tool and do the edits. So thank you, everyone. It's been a journey, great experience to watch all from 1 to 6. Oh, you're welcome, Roz. You're welcome. And we did. This is actually one of the first books that we've gone like start to finish, from idea to all the way done. And I could not have done it without your first draft, plot drive, and most importantly, all of you guys. If you guys didn't show up for the lives, I don't think I would be motivated to do this. I've always said for years that I would write live in Times Square. I wish writing was an audience sport. And yeah, I'm excited to do more projects live on YouTube. All right, see you guys in the lab room if you're Accelerator or Mastermind members. Everyone else, thank you. 10:30 p.m. Saturday, July 22nd or 26th. And Bridesmaids and Bourbon is ready to go to the editor. Bye, everyone.